In this video, I want to share a fascinating piece of research with you that has been proven by researchers to increase your child's social intelligence. This means that when you do this technique I'm about to talk to you about, your child will have a stronger ability to make more friends and get along with his peers or her peers and just totally interact effortlessly in social situations. I learned about this study from John Gottman in his book, Raising an Emotionally Intelligent Child. And in this study, what John did is he took 55 families and watched them over the course of their children's entire lifespans. He would interview them every week. He would ask if they had fights. He'd ask what they did to play together. How did they resolve the fights? Were there spouse arguments? That kind of stuff. Then he would watch these children and see what types of tendencies they had. And when he found an interesting tendency, he'd go back into the research and see, I wonder if something that the parents did in their parenting style created that outcome. And one of the things Gottman noticed is that, like any random sampling of people, some of these kids grew up to have lots of friends in school and some of the kids did not. So Gottman went back into his research and said, I wonder if there's some research in here. What can I look back at what these families did earlier in the child's history, in their past when they were younger, to see if that affects their ability to have social interactions effortlessly in their environment and not have social anxiety. And it turns out that the #1 predicting factor into whether the children in his study would grow up to have lots of friends in school or become shy and fearful and full of anxiety in social situations was whether or not the father roughhoused with the children. And I won't go into all the scientific research that shows you why this happens, but basically because fathers tend to ramp up and wrestle and then calm down and chill on the couch and watch football, children learn to be more on alert for when dad's going to pounce on them or when you need to learn leave dad alone. And they actually develop a stronger ability to read facial cues. So literally, children whose fathers roughhouse with them are better at reading people than children whose fathers do not roughhouse with them. So this really fascinated the hell out of me, and I actually decided to see what other things are available. What other weird little anomalies can you do with children to make them turn out a lot better? And I put them all together in a program that I'd like you to go check out. It's over at parentingforsuccess.com if you would like to learn more about other weird, cool scientific studies that can drastically affect how your child turns out. I think you're going to